Happy Easter, everyone. 2021. Hope all is well out there. For those of you that celebrate, there's other religions as well that celebrate the end of the Passover. That ends this afternoon. So, happy Passover to you as well. And you know what? It's a spring day. For those of you that don't celebrate, it's a beautiful day out here in Anderson, Nevada. Just wanted to say hello. And let's get into a wonderful, wonderful sports video. So tomorrow we got the Mets and the Phillies. Let's go Mets. Yes, yes. Finally, opening day is happening. We'll worry about Washington some other point in the season. Our lineup is stacked. We got Jacob deGrom ready. I do see this team competing for the NL East. Honestly, I don't see any team in the NL East that's going to be able to stop them. I do feel that J.D. Davis is a liability at third. He's a new position for him. We'll just see how it works out. These guys are professional players. They knew coming in during spring training, during the offseason, things like that, where they were going to be positioned. And they should have been, if they really want to hone in their skill, they should have been practicing that as much as possible the whole time. They have the capabilities to move to a state where it's better weather, and they can hone in their skills and practice throughout the offseason, on their new positions, practice their weaknesses, work on them. Make your weakness your strength, right? So I'm not going to be judgmental. I'm really excited. Francisco Lindor. I read it during the end of spring training. He started coming out of his shell a little bit. He had a few good games, during spring training. I do see this team to make something happen. But let's just wait for tomorrow. Let's see how well they play against the Phillies. The Mets, let's not jump the gun if they do well right away, because in the past, the Mets do really well opening day. They always have a really good record to start, and then all of a sudden something happens, and and then we have 10 losses in a row, 5 losses in a row, and they keep having these losing streaks throughout the season. So let's not be sitting there like, oh, the Mets are 16-3, 16-7, or whatever it is, that they have a great record and think that no. I want to see it summertime. What I want to see are these losing streaks that occur to stop. Not go in these funks where we're losing 5 games in a row, win 2, lose another 4, win 3, lose 6. No. I want to be consistent all throughout the season. The way the Mets have a record, because I think their record is one of the best records in the opening day or opening weekend records, is one of the top of MLB. I know they are. I just don't know the stats on it. I'm not a statistic person. I read a report a few years back that the Mets have one of the greatest records of opening day. So I'm not going to jump the gun on right away. They always start off hot and then they cool off. But let's jump back to the Knicks game. I understand it was just Detroit, all right? But we needed a game like this. We blew them out. It wasn't even a match from start to finish. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be where we're having these rush starts and keeping these teams in games. Let me adjust my camera. It's a little bright back there. It's just a beautiful day outside. I like the sun. It's hot for me. I'm a New Yorker, and anything above 60, 70 degrees, and I'm in the desert right now, Henderson, Nevada. So, sorry, I'm back on subject. I want to see teams that are not on our level. I know we're an average team record-wise. We've had some issues. We're not like a superstar team. We're not like one of these teams that's just going to blow everybody away. We're 500. Like I've been saying since what I've wanted for them preseason. What I wanted. I don't understand. Everybody hated on Julius Randle last year and said, oh, la, la, la. I was the only one, as far as I know, that was like, give him a shot. He's going to work on it. He's a pro. I had faith. So I don't want to go back that many months. Let's talk about last night. So Julius Randle and Reggie Bullock, they show chemistry, right? That's fine. But to me, Bullock, in my opinion, is highly inconsistent. I understand that he needs Julius Randle to set him up for his shots. I guess it was for those two to play. I get that. I think Reggie Bullock is 43% of his field goals are from assists from Julius Randle. So yeah, that's cool. But he needs to play like that. It shouldn't just be Julius. He shouldn't just need one player, and only that one player to have him have a good game. It shouldn't matter. Get to your spot, hit your shots, man. I love my team. It's just I'm very, very strict on how things function, and it's just my personality. But I did see a lot of good things. They should play like this on a regular basis. Alfred Payton finally, doing something, getting the flow with the game and the chemistry. That's fine. You guys can show up, but it doesn't matter how many years that you guys are going to be on the squad. You've shown in your career so far that, in my opinion, you're not starters for a championship team. Brutal honesty. I love my team. I rep my squad. I'm going to call it how I see it. This is me. I can hate it. The other day I made a couple of videos. I guess they were upset when I was talking about Mitch. They got a couple dislikes. I don't care. Dislike all you want. Because, like I said, it's only an opinion. It's not a fact. And I made a comment on my Facebook page to a Knicks Click group. And someone made fun of me and said, "Oh, you must know basketball, huh?" Because I made a comment about not knowing basketball that well. Yes, I do. I do know basketball. I know how it's supposed to be played. I've been watching it for a long time. I've played it. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to the sport itself. I'm like a coach. I did some, little minor league coaching for kids, not Pee Wee, but 8-year-old, 9-year-old baseball in California a few years back. I've been an umpire for baseball. I've never coached basketball, but I know how to. I know what needs to be done. I've played some organized basketball, and I've also played some, street ball. So I know a little bit of both. Just to make it clear for you out there that think that I don't know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. I just don't take down notes and stuff. Like, I don't edit my videos. Whatever comes to my mind, I talk. What it is. So, yes, I do want to touch Norvel Pelle. Made his appearance on his 10-day contract. Immediately, excuse me, I should do a podcast, but I know, whatever. Immediately, Norvel Pelle showed. He dislocated his finger. They taped him up. He shot his free throws, taped him up, came back. On the other end of the floor, 2 blocks right away. Yeah, it's garbage time, but it's not the point. We don't have Mitch. Taj Gibson's, they're not getting any younger. He's like, 202 years old, I like to say. He gets tired. You have and Nerlens Noel. So at some point, he's going to have to play. You can't just, rely on those two for the playoffs going forward. He's going to play. You just got to get used to this team. He's been in, that's all it is. But right away, made an impact. A lot of people are like, oh, it's just a 10-day contract. He's a 15th player on the roster. It doesn't matter. My man CP and Knicks Fans TV, that guy's cool. And he doesn't like to touch on that. But I'll touch on it. Because I am the type of person where I prepare for the worst, hope for the best. So I don't care if you're number 15 on the bench or number 1 coming off or you're a starter. The talent drop-off cannot drop off that far. It has to be this a very similar style of play based on what the coach sees on the court. It can't be where you have somebody that's, so good, and then you have someone that can't even do anything. Like, you at least be able to fill in. And the biggest thing with Tom Thibodeau type of team is, sorry, I just scratched myself. Give me one moment. I have to pause this video. I'll bring it back. I just had an itch and I'm bleeding. I'm not even going to edit this video because I should be going live. So hold on one sec. Let me clean myself up. My apologies. I'm back. I'm gonna have to edit the video a little bit. I was gone for a couple of minutes, and people get bored and cut it off. But feel free to fast forward. So, Novell Pell. Yeah, I was speaking about the talent and the drop off. Being that Mitch is gone for the season, he's now the third string center. He's gonna get some minutes. If Taj Gibson is, one out or hurts himself, or if Noel hurts himself, or, Novell Pell becomes the second off the bench. So, the second string, right? The second string guy. Everybody wants to be technical and think they know everything. So, yeah. I liked what I saw from him. He's tough. He fights. He has that grit that we need right now. I watched some highlights of him earlier, and it's the same kind of style, he's a good rim protector. He's strong. I like him. I don't have an issue with Novell Pell. So let's keep it going with him. Obi's finally going off. He's carried over from Dallas. So that's pretty good. I know it was garbage time, but at least he's getting a feel of it all. And I like what I'm seeing from him. And it's funny how I made a video and I was having trouble with the thumbnail yesterday. But it's funny how I made the video saying Knicks fight, take no prisoners, and right away, like a 41-point blowout. I shut it off. I didn't shut it off, but I recorded the game and I just stopped watching it because I had other stuff to do and I already knew the Knicks were going to win. I think it was like halftime. And I finished watching the video later on. The continuity was there. The flow was there. It's important that they play like that. And I don't care if it's the Detroit Pistons or if it's the Lakers. We got Brooklyn coming up. Brooklyn, it was kind of put their foot on us a little bit on our last game. Pretty much said, this is your place in the league type thing. They showed us where we weren't there. But we have the opportunity to play well. We had the opportunity to win. We just kind of lost momentum in that game. So back to Monday. Fight. Knicks. Fight. It doesn't matter. There is no breaks right now. Your conditioning comes into play at this point in the season. Everybody's banged up, like Tom Thibodeau was saying. So that's not an excuse. Everybody keeps saying, oh, he's got to lower down the minutes. He's got to lower down the minutes. Come on, man. Why are we cream puffing, or I don't want to say the P words, or why are we sitting there walking on little clouds and stuff? Like, he knew he needs to have a little bit of minutes and pull him out his tight. No, come on, yo. The Knicks aren't there yet. They're not that type of team. We're not like one of the elite teams where we can sit there and take days off and lose 4 or 5 games and not lose anything in the standings. We're not there. So no time off. Tom Thibodeau runs the team on that particular sequence that's called chemistry and the flow of the game, and that's why his rotation is what it is. I don't know what, everybody's a critic, you know? Oh, he should do this, he should do that. He's the coach. We're just fans. That should tell you something right there. You know, I know, New Yorkers, we know basketball, but I don't want to hear the same arguments over and over about Tom Thibodeau and how he runs his team. Like, cut it out. You know, everybody wants Mike Woodson back because he got shafted. Yeah, all right, chill out. You know, Mike Woodson's he's on the team. His footprint's there. That's Mike Woodson's style offense. Like, you guys, if you really knew basketball, you would know that both have an influence on the team. So don't act like you know stuff. I want to cuss because I'm very passionate. But don't act like you know stuff when you don't. Don't act like, oh, I want to visit. If you know basketball, you know that this squad is constructed the way it needs to be constructed, and everybody just needs the right players in place. Feel me? Yeah, I'm staring at you. All you haters out there. That's what Pistol Pete does. Call you out on your junk. All of it. I'm proud of this team. I am happy about the way they're playing. All of a sudden now they start winning, and now all of a sudden everybody has something to say. Where were all of you when you were a lottery team? Huh? Talking about how the Knicks suck. Now they're starting to win. Now you want to say Knicks suck even more? Oh, they should be doing it, they should be doing that. Where were you guys? I stopped watching basketball. I get that a lot when the Knicks aren't good. Now all of a sudden the Knicks are good. Everybody wants to jump. That's fine, cool. We need the fans. But like, don't sit there and jump on a thing and act like you know what needs to be done when you haven't sat there and watched and went through every single season of bad move after bad move after bad move and still cheered for him. Like Knicks Fan TV, he's a front runner for his squad. I agree with him. You know what I'm saying? He was there. You know how bad the Knicks were. You know, entertaining, talking sports. He was there. You know, fighting, making the content, doing the videos. Because they care. They weren't paid by the media to have to cover the team. They wanted to do it because it was fun for being a content creator, you know? I just so happened to be new to it. And during the pandemic, I just so happened to start watching more of the videos. I said, you know, I have a lot of time on my hands. Let me, you know, maybe I should. And I was inspired by Mr. Bad Dog 7676. He's like that on Twitter. They call him Bad Dog Sports on YouTube. They entertain and talking sports. I got inspired a lot when they were doing a duo and doing a Coleman and Giants games together. That was amazing. You know, I said, you know what? Like, I didn't have a lot of time. I was like, you know, maybe I should start doing something. So I don't want to hear about all this nonsense from these people. Like, nah, don't come at me with that S. That's how I see it. So yeah, I'm very pleased with what I saw. That's how it should be every single time we play a team that is beneath us. It shouldn't be close. Blow them out of the water, take no prisoners, fight. I don't care who it is. You play the same way, whether it's a team that has 1 win or a team that has 16 wins, you know, in a small amount. Like the first place team in the conference, in the division, and the very last place team. There's no let up. You don't take your foot off the gas. We're not that type of squad yet. So I'm happy with what I saw. Now let's see what they do on Monday. Let's go Mets. Let's go Knicks. Pistol Pete's out. You'll have my takes about what I see about the Mets and Knicks. I'll probably do a little bit of both. I do want to go live again. Like everybody knows, I'm just having issues with my laptop, and you know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to that stuff. I just turn on, press record, and go. So maybe I just do that going forward until I figure it out. Yeah, that's what we got. So all you haters, keep hating. If you guys like the video, drop a comment. If you don't like the video, drop a comment. I want to see some haters out there. I know you're out there because you talk junk on Facebook, But you can't come on my YouTube channel and put anything down. That just shows me that you're yellow back. Yellow, like you're yellow, like you're cowards. Not yellow back, but you're cowards. Right? I'll step up. Hey, if I'm wrong, please prove me wrong. All right, guys. Mr. Pete Town got 2 guns up for all your haters. Happy Easter. Be safe. See you later. Peace.